Making a flat round circle is a great way to start off making a bag or a basket. This one begins with 8 single crochet in a magic ring, and you can tell because it's an octagon shape. When we put our increases in the same place, it creates this shape. So you can, typically we would begin with either 6 or 8 single crochets. I have put as many as 10. It doesn't matter how many you start with, the process is the same, and as long as you continue with the same pattern, then you can put as many as you like. I've started with 6 single crochets in a magic ring. If you need a refresher course on that, I have other videos. I'm going to close the round with a slip stitch, and when I'm working in the round and I close up these rounds, I like to yarn under instead of over. Normally I would go this way to slip stitch and close it, but I'm going to bring it this way so my hook is actually over my yarn. Pull it through the stitch and through the loop on my hook. For round 2, chain 1 and put 2 single crochets in each stitch around. Since I began with 6, I should have 12 when I finish this round. And I'm going to count them when I get finished. It's much easier if you count when you finish a round to be sure you have the correct number and be able to fix it then than if you discover a mistake later on. All right, so here I am around my circle. Let me count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have the correct number. I'm going to close my round by slip stitching into that first stitch, yarning under and pulling it through the stitch and the loop on my hook, and chain 1. For round 3, I put 2 single crochets into the first stitch and 1 in the next stitch, 2 into the next stitch, and 1 in the next stitch. So I have groups of 3 here, and I will actually be doing that 6 times around, which helps me then with my math to know how many stitches I should have at the end of the round, which since I started with 6, I'll have 18. And you just alternate between 2 single crochets and then 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And again, when you get to the end of your round, count 1, 2, 18. Okay, close up my round. Now, as long as I keep increasing, I'm going to keep my circle flat. If your circle is starting to curl up, then you may have missed an increase somewhere. So for this round, round 4, I will put 2 single crochets into the first stitch, and then I'll put 1 single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Now that gives me a group of 4. 1, 2 in the first stitch, then 3, and then 4. And I'll have 6 groups of 4, which means I'll have 24 stitches in this round. I'm going to repeat that for each group. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 in the next one, and 1 in the next one. Again, 2, 1, 1. So let's take a look. For round 1, 6 single crochets. Round 2, 2 single crochets in each stitch, which gave me 12. The next round, 2, 1, 2, 1. It gives me 18. Now this one is 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. And that's going to give me 24 stitches. With each round, you're just going to be adding one more to the number of single crochets between your increases. And since I started with 6, I'm going to be working with multiples of 6. All right, so for this round, I should have 24. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 24. All right. So again, I slip stitch. I really do make these tight in the beginning. All right, and yarn under and close the round. Chain 1. Now for this row, I bet you can't guess. It's 2 single crochet in the first stitch, then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in each of the next 3. Now that was 2, 1, 1, 1. That's groups of 5, and I have 6 of them, so that means 5 times 6 is going to be 30. I'm going to have 30 stitches in this round. Here I'm at the end. I have 2, and then 1, 1, 1. If your piece is beginning to curl, you may have missed one of your increases, because when I begin putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around, I'm going to end up starting to build my walls up on the side. So let's count these. And if you notice, I have a hexagon shape with 6 sides. I started with 6 in the beginning, 6 stitches, so I end up increasing at these points. And so I'm actually creating a shape that's not perfectly round. I'm going to show you in a later video how to make a perfectly round circle, but this is just fine. On this example here, there were 8 single crochets put in the center, and so the increases happen and it ends up creating an octagon shape. So let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 10. I guess you don't really need to hear me count. 30. Hooray. All right. So I join, slip stitch to join, close my round, and there is my lovely flat circle. Now if I just continue in this way, increasing, putting 2 single crochets in that first single crochet, and then adding 1 more before I increase again, then it will continue to stay flat and get larger. So I had 3, I put 2 in the first single crochet, and then I crocheted in the next 3 on this round here. So for this next round, I would put 2 and then 4 single crochets, 1 in each of the next 4. and that would continue to make my round grow. And again, if I just put one single crochet in each round, it's no longer going to be getting bigger, and my circle will start to curl up, and that will be the beginning of my basket or bag, whatever it is that I'm making. And you can see that it's already starting to curl up. And I do have a page here where I have written the instructions. See if I can get my hook here so that I can point to this. So round 1, 6 or 8 single crochet in a magic ring. These X's symbolize the single crochet. Sometimes you'll see them as a plus sign in some patterns. And the number of stitches at the end of the round would be 6 or 8. For round 2, it's 2 single crochets in each stitch. So then I will have 12 and 16 respectively. Round 3, it's single crochet in the first stitch, 2 in the next, or you could switch it. Like in my case, when I did my example here, I put 2 single crochets first and then 1. It'll end up the same way. And then you'll have 18 and 24. Round 4, single, 1 single, another single, and then 2 in the next one, or you can put 2 in the first one, 1 in the next 2, which is what I did in my circle. So I'm sorry, I hope that doesn't confuse you. But for round 4, you would have 24 and 32 stitches. And then round 5, the pattern would be single, 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 and then 2. Or the other way around. 2 here, and then 1, 1, 1. But you can tell, what you can see is my increases, what I'm doing is I'm putting one more stitch before the increase. In my example, I simply put the increase first and then did the stitches in each one. And it's exactly the same thing. It would be the same shape and it works the same way. And then you just continue in the pattern until it begins to reach the size that you would like. And then when you put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, you begin to make the walls or the sides of your bag or basket. I hope that all makes sense, and I hope that you will enjoy making round circles.